Where's the guard?
He's in a mud cellar, stuck to his knees in Elgwyn dung. He'll be busy for a while.
You did good, Bib.
What happened in there? Did you get what you needed?
I did. Listen, you can't stay here in Old Town. The Azadi are coming.
I'm not afraid of the Azadi.
Nevertheless, you need to leave. I'll bring you to the Enclave, and you'll be safe with...
I'm not going anywhere. This is where I live. What if my parents come back? They'll be looking for me.
You're not safe here. I'm sure your parents would be happier knowing you're with us.
You just want to put me in an orphanage.
Wait. Shadow. Children.
The General is asking questions.
I've heard. We must find Kian before...
I'll make sure Harmy's attentions are directed elsewhere. Tonight's raid on the Magic Ghetto will be a good start.
What did he say?
The General tells me that my men are sticking to the story, but that some of the prisoners are spreading rumors. It's of little concern. They will not live to see another interview.
And arouse more suspicion? Don't be a fool, Vermon.
Don't ever call me a fool.
Then try not to act like one. Who else did he speak with?
The Warden.
What? I thought you were taking care of that problem.
You're the one who worries about arousing suspicion. I couldn't simply have him executed. There are laws.
And now the General has a witness.
An infidel's testimony can never be used against Trueborn.
But his words can fuel further investigations.
The General will soon have other matters to concern himself with. We're stepping up the deportations and we're close to completing the machine. After that, Kian's death will be low on his list of priorities.
And in the meantime, the General is pursuing leads.
Like I said, tonight's raid will distract him.
How so?
Because it won't go well. The rebels will strike. Many of his men will die, our forces will be on high alert, and, as Supreme Commander, it'll be Harmy's job to clean up.
He will blame you.
And I will take responsibility. And action. There will be little time for his investigations. By the time the situation is under control again, other matters will have taken precedence. We will keep the General's attentions elsewhere until our mission here is done. And then, no one
will challenge us. I hope you're right.
I always am. Come here.
This is not the time for...
I'm as hard as Nigali steel. This is exactly the time.
I apologize for being late, but I have important...
Every minute wasted could mean lives lost. Anu, can you tell us what you've learned?
Not a whole lot. No one's talking. There's not even a whisper of a raid. I'm starting to think maybe Ulvik's loose-lipped, drunken Azadi was merely a braggart. Also, merely a braggart? I've been around you guys too long. I'm starting to speak like a sullen warrior.
I went looking for our people in Old Town. They're standing by for my word. I don't want to pull them out of the city until we know for sure what's happening. Let's hope for their sake Anu's right, and there's no raid tonight.
The raid is taking place, just before sunrise. We still have several hours.
How did you come up?
Hey, Big Blue, let him speak.
The plan is to arrest as many magicals as possible, along with rebel sympathizers. It's a show of strength. They want us to be scared.
Where did you get this information, Kian?
From a trusted source. I met her here before we...
Mystery Woman! I remember Mystery Woman! Well, I remember you talking about Mystery Woman. She's a friend of Ulvik's, right? We can definitely trust her.
She told me about an Azadi officer who visits with an underage Dalmari girl. And she told me where to find him.
He was with a child? That's sick.
And did you find him?
I did. He told me that this will be their biggest raid on the ghetto so far. Given his rank and the precariousness of his situation, I believe him.
How did you get him to talk?
When he understood his predicament, he was perfectly willing to spill his guts.
I don't know.
Seriously? I mean, I'd much rather trust Kian's source than mine.
What if this source of yours is playing you for a fool? What if it's bait, meant to draw us out and distract us?
No Azadi would commit a mortal crime in order to set a trap. His soul is damned to the shadow for eternity.
I think we should listen.
Maybe your information is trustworthy, Kian, but I'm not willing to bet our position in Old Town on it. We'll tell our people to be vigilant. If there is a raid, at least they'll be forewarned.
You're making a mistake.
We'll know soon enough, Azadi.
Where's the officer now?
I let him go. He might prove a valuable asset in the future.
Will he not simply go straight to his masters?
I have information that would lead to his execution. Should his commanders learn the truth, he'll keep his silence.
But you let a child molester walk free. Was that because he's one of yours? And because the Domari girl is just another filthy magical? I won't soon forget this insult, Azadi.
For what it's worth, Kian, I think you did the right thing. I mean, he deserves punishment for what he did to the girl, but to have a source inside the tower? This could change everything.
It's time we headed back to the Enclave.
Don't worry. At least we have a potential spy in the tower. The mission wasn't a complete wash. And don't mind Liko. He thinks that unless someone gets tortured, the information is worthless. That says more about him than it does about you, to be honest.
Who's there? You? However did you get here?
Things didn't go too well the last time I connected to a dreamer. Mira, do you have a second?
Depends. Are you done?
Almost done. I was wondering if I could leave a
Be kind. Rewind.
Mostly.
In your experience, Petal, what's my answer to a question?
One filled with expletives. But it's really...
Of course it's fucking important. It's always important. It's never... So what's so important that you feel it takes precedence over the work?
I have an appointment with the editor of The Hand. They're doing a story.
And he can't do this story without you. Even though he's a professional What are you again?
You tell me. Most of the time I'm running errands. I should be programming.
Should is a big word. I should be making $1,000,000 yuan. I should not be forced to run my operations out of a mother-chudding garage. And you should be grateful you have a job that pays a decent salary.
Decent?
A salary. Go on, get out of here before I change my mind and make you work overtime. Just be here extra early tomorrow to, I don't know, what do you hate doing the most?
Sitting at my terminal learning more about neural programming. I really, really hate that.
Mopping floors. That's it. You'll come extra early to mop the fucking floors. Alright?
Yes. Fine. Sure.
I'm not available at the moment. For any questions pertaining to the Leia Minsk campaign, please contact the Unity Party directly, as I'm no longer employed by the campaign.
Those ad bots are all over the place. Sometimes I think they target me specifically just to fuck with me. Oh man, this can't be good. I have a very, very bad feeling about this.
What do you mean you won't let me in? You will let me in. This is my office.
Step back, citizen, or I will be forced to shoot.
I will not step back, you pisslick. You'll have to shoot me where I stand before I...
Sully? What's going on?
Christ on Tarpeesh, Zoe. You shouldn't be here.
We have an appointment.
Kasha, of course. I'm such a salaka. I should have messaged you as soon as I... Our offices were attacked last night by masked goons. They trashed everything. Our screens, our furniture, everything. When I called in this morning, these things show up. Battle suits, syndicate agents. They take our equipment away, interrogate my employees. And now they refuse to let me back in my own booking office!
What? Why?
They claim we're under investigation. Us! We're the victims here!
So, what about...
But the story? We can't publish anything right now. Even my iris is displaying an error message. They have been exceptionally... We've learned our lessons. We keep everything on offshore servers in Iceland. No amount of court orders, corporate threats, or military action can get... But, for the time being, that's also where it's...
Is that what this is all about?
What else could it be? We were this close to revealing a connection between the eye clampdown, several of the political...
So what's gonna happen?
Right now, Nothing. We sit tight, let them believe they've silenced us. Reza caught the first Vactrax north this morning, carrying 3 very expensive and very, very secure.
Reza did what? He didn't tell me. How did he get out?
He got out by not telling anyone he was getting out. He disabled his iris, used a disposable identity, got smuggled across the river in an empty container. He'll try and get in touch as soon as he's made it safely to Iceland, but he will need to be careful. You can bet your god they're monitoring every channel of communication.
I guess he's not there yet. Oh shit, Sully. I feel responsible.
You just handed us the story of the year. The fact that they'll go to such lengths to silence us is a good thing. But you do need to watch your back, Zoe. There's every chance Bodycorp's keeping an eye on you as well. The clampdown is their doing, behind the cover of the Syndicate. They want people off the streets into Dream.
Which is why they're buying political power.
Exactly. Yeah, we have proof that both Unity and the European Dawn, it seems the only party that isn't being run by the corporations, is Manifesto.
It's not like they're going to win the election.
If we are able to publish our story before the election, who knows?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting a call.
Is it Reza?
No. Nella. Why would she be calling? One moment.
Is this a bad time?
No, it's fine. What's up, Nella?
I need to see you. Can we meet in the shuk?
No problem. I'll be there in a minute.
Thanks, Zozo.
Oh, I need to run. Can we talk later?
You bet. I'm gonna do my best to make life difficult for these bastards. But I'll call you.
Well, if it ain't my...
The Uminska camp. Mira's shop is located in the brick. The Uminska, Reza's office. Our apartment is off Sonnenschein Plaza in the... It would really help to have an overview. Our apartment is off Sonnenschein Plaza. It would really help. Mira's shop is located...
Y'all come back anytime now, you hear?
Nella, are you okay?
Zozo, I just need a favor. I need you to...
What is it?
Something personal. Will you keep it safe?
Sure, but why? What's going on?
I don't want it to get lost.
Why would it? Nella, you're making me...
Don't worry about it, Zozo. Just keep that safe for a little while. I'll get in touch soon. Thanks for coming so quickly. I have to run.
But I don't...
I really have to go. There's something I need to do. Bye, Zoe.
Something's going on. She looked freaked out. Maybe I should follow and make sure she's okay.
Stay inside and comply with all I directives without delay.
Freeze-dried jellyfish chips, vacuum-packed boiled beef, carbonated tequila shots, blood pudding fudge, fried cabbage jerky, salted pigeon bits. Bits? Which bits?